Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine at home and doing well. Students, you are knowing from today we are starting our online classes so that your studies don't suffer in this pandemic. For that, I am starting today Unit 1 of your grammar portion, the sentence. Students, look very carefully on the screen. You can see two columns are given on the screen, column A and column B. What is the difference between column A and column B? Can you guess? For the getting difference between column A and column B, we have to read all the groups of words very carefully. So first, we start from column A. Number 1, over the breast. Number 2, under the table. Number 3, in the air. Now again, we will read column B. A monkey has a long tail. Second, the shoes are under the table. Number 3, birds fly in the air. Students, if we look carefully, both of the column A or column B, some differences are there. But we have to read very carefully, then we can understand what is the difference between column A and column B. See again, column A, read again, over the bridge. What you are getting? First, it is not started from a capital and not ended with full stop. You can see 3 of the groups of words. In all, you can see it is starting from small letters and it's not having a full stop. It also not has verb. Here also, in this also, and in third also, verb is not there. It means in these group of words, verbs are not there. Good sense is coming, but not complete sense is coming. And not started from capital and not ended with full stop. But if we see column B, we can see it is starting from a capital letter and ending with full stop. It also has verb. Second, also you can see the shoes are under the table. It is also started from capital and ended with full stop. It's also having verb. Third one also, birds fly in the air. It is starting with capital and ending with full stop. And it having verb. Now we can say that words in column A have some sense but not complete sense. There is no verb and subject in column A. The group of words like these are called phrases. Again, the groups of words like these are called phrases. Phrases can be turned into sentence by adding some words to it. Understood, students? Phrase is not a sentence. It is a group of words and we can make a sentence by adding some words to it. Like example, the boy ran. If we are seeing, we can see over the bridge. If we want to make a sentence, we have to add some more words. So here we are adding the boy ran over the bridge. Now it's having complete tense, started from a capital and ended with full stop. Now this is a sentence, but here over the bridge is not a sentence, it is a phrase. So now again, come on column B. The groups of words in column B have a verb. Here, have a verb, here, and here. And they make complete sense. And it's also having a sense. If we take a meaning of these words, we can get a complete meaningful sense. So, the group of words like these are called sentences. Understood, students? A group of words which have no verb and is not having a good sense is not called a sentence, it's called phrases. But a group of words having a verb and if it gives a complete sense, it means it is a sentence. Now we can say a group of words that make a complete sense is called a sentence. Example, the boy ran across the road. Now check by the rule. First, we will see it is starting from with capital and ending with full stop. And it's also having a verb. It means, and it's also having a sense, complete meaning. It's giving a meaningful sense. So we can say this is a sentence. Again, we will repeat. A group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. So, some important things we have to keep in our mind about the sentence, about the phrases. The groups of words must be in proper order to form meaningful sentence. Understood? What is the meaning of this? It means that whatever the words we are taking for making a sentence, it should be in proper order. Second thing, a sentence always begins with capital letter and ends with a full stop. Ends with full stop or question mark. Like here, it is starting with capital and ending with full stop. Some sentences end with an exclamation mark also. This I will tell you further. A sentence always has a verb in it. Without a verb, we cannot say a sentence. Understood? Without a verb, any groups of words, we cannot say a sentence. For a sentence, it is must. That verb must be there. Understood? Once again, I am revising. A group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. Let's test your knowledge. Let's do it. Exercise 1. Which of the following groups of words are sentences and which are phrases? Without remembering the rules of phrases and sentences, we cannot tell these are sentences or these are phrases. So first we have to recall our rules of sentence and phrase. So first, for phrases, the groups of words which do not have verb and not gives a good meaning is called phrase. But a sentence always starts with capital, ends with full stop, having a verb, and if it is giving a meaningful sense, it means that is a sentence. So, let me start. With rule, we will check these sentences. These are sentences are phrases. Number 1. What a stupid story you have told me. So first, you recall the all rules of sentence and phrase. So first, number 1. What is the first rule? It should be start with capital. It means here it is starting with capital and ending with full stop. It means the two rules are completing here of sentence. Second, we will check it's having verb or not. So, what a stupid story you have told me. Told is the verb. It means it also has a verb. And if we take a meaning of these group of words, we will get a good sense or a complete sense. It means by these rules we can say this is a sentence. Now second, again we will check. I did not like it. Again you check. Here capital letter is here and here is a full stop. It means two rules are completing. Now we will search a verb. Where is the verb? Here is a verb. I did not like. It means it is also a completing the rule of sentence. It means it is a sentence. Now come on third. At the right time. Here you can see sense is not coming. Good sense is not coming. It is not started with a capital and not ended with full stop. It also not has verb. Means it's not a sentence. Means it is a phrase. Now fourth one. Again you read hard work. You can see capital is not here. Full stop is not here. And verb is also not here. And complete meaning is not coming. For making a complete meaning, we have to add some words here also and here also. You are knowing with phrases, if we want a meaningful or complete meaning, we have to add some words for getting complete meaning. So here also we have to add some words and here also we have to some words. It means it is also a phrase. Now students, I think all of you understood all these rules, phrase and sentence. Now practice the remaining question of exercise 1 in your textbook unit 1 page number 1. Hope you understood. Be safe at home and keep focusing on your studies.